Yell in my ear, but thank you for the raid, Venus. Appreciate it. All right.
You want to yell in your ear? I can talk in chat real quick.
Oh, I have it disabled. Ha ha! You can't yell in my ear. I got you there. All right. So, all right. Welcome, season 2, episode 2. We have guest host right on our top of my finger here, Funky. Welcome, Funky. Oh wait, are you guys frozen? I know you guys.
Am I?
No, you moved. You moved.
I think we're good.
Okay. And we have our guest star. This one's Bubbles. Bubbles on the stream.
Very stoic.
Yes. Funky looks so good. Yes, he does. He's right there. Funky before doing our test was looking like I don't have a shirt on. I was like,
yeah.
So he didn't have a
shirtless.
He missed shirtless Funky from earlier. But yeah. All right. So let me pull up my. Oh no, we just reset. We just reset. Teammates, we reset it. Yeah, we're still here. We just reset. Just refresh. Wait.
40 gifted subs to tie and I take my shirt back off.
Just gotta take it too. Refresh. It's your turn. Alright, hold on. Alright, so we're on the stream pushing. Let me bring up my notes. Alright, so before we start, it's been a month since the last time we've been here. Most of our updates, so there's not many people update, so it's only me and Venus. What is your update from the last one if you've been here?
I'm existing still.
Existing still? Yeah, there you go. Simple. Simple.
Yeah. Not much has changed.
Not much has changed? Okay. Well,
I don't do much with my life.
Oh, okay. So for stream?
I try not to, at least. I mean, I'm still streaming, but I haven't... Look, it's a lot of effort.
Oh, Bubba looks like a professional in this camera view. Look at that.
I'm not. I'm definitely not.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't been streaming a lot lately, but I'm gonna start again, I promise.
Gotcha. All right, so update from me from last month to this month. I think it's still disabled. I mean, still streaming. Also, work is still pretty busy. Did I do anything? I don't think I did anything within the last month. This month that was actually exciting. Oh, I got Orion guns in Warzone. I don't know if that's exciting. Funky will understand. Orion camos are hard, and Bubbles also understand. Orion camos are very hard to get. That's about it. I mean, streaming the normal grind and everything as such. Funky says you're technically a guest host, but what have you been up to? Let's go there.
What have I been up to?
Yeah.
Well, this is my first time on the podcast.
That's
so
true.
How far back do you want me to go?
We always tried to get, well, just
start from the beginning.
Start from the beginning. Oh, there you go. All right.
From the beginning of time.
Yeah.
No, I've just been going to the gym like 3-4 times a week, studying to get my Security Plus certification. So just a lot of that. Gaming. Apex.
That's why Funky was sitting around shirtless.
Shirtless studying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So are you almost done? How many more do you have to do?
I mean, for like
classes.
For classes,
yeah.
I still have a little bit to go, but certification, I just need to take the exam, and I'm about ready for that.
Nice. All right, just gym time. Funky inspired me to get back to the gym, as Mace is saying. So I've been going like at least a couple of days a week. I just gotta ease back into it, and then maybe start working on the weights. I'm just doing cardio for now, but yeah, getting into it right now. But yeah, He's at the. Are you at the gym right now at the maze or no? I don't know if he is. No.
He's watching while he's at the gym.
He's probably watching while he's at the gym. That's true. All right, but yes. So as long as he's been in school, you haven't seen Funky stream as much. He's starting to go Overwatch some days. Funky, you're welcome to join for Overwatch on Sunday. Jamie is coming along, and if you want, we can get a squad of 5 going. If you're free.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right.
I'll try and get my homework done.
Okay, so Sunday at 8 p.m. But yeah. So, Bubbles, since you're the guest, give us the 411 of Bubbles. Who are you? What you've been up to? What you've been doing?
I've just been trying to stream a lot more, pretty much. I don't work right now, so like streaming's been kind of keeping me sane. I love doing it, and the games are great, and keeping me busy.
Nice. All right, so, and of course, where do you find you? I guess we have that fancy little name plaque. Are you on Instagram, Twitter, also? That's where your socials are. Like, do you post to Instagram and stuff? Wait, can you hear me? Hello?
What? Yeah. Wait. What? Sorry.
I know. I was asking you, Bubbles, because like for
what? Sorry.
Like,
what were you asking?
So you do Twitch? Do you also?
Oh yes.
Things to TikTok?
I mean, I'm really not active on my social medias. It's basically just to let y'all know when I go live. But I do have like an Instagram, and Twitter, and TikTok. I have like one video on TikTok.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Is that the one clip?
Strong.
It's more than me.
Sorry. I did post this one clip of this game I was playing, Atomic Hearts, where the upgrade bot is very frisky. And it got so many views in the first day. I was like, does no one play this game? Because apparently I played it. I was like, what is going on? And then literally it's like, upgrade bot. I'm like, how they premise this? But yeah, it's a lot of, I don't know. And then someone commented, and I guess it's kind of hard to say, but commented that one of the keyholes look like, that part of the female body. I was like, why did you say that? Now I can't picture it otherwise looking as part of the female body. But yeah, it's a very interesting game, Atomic Hearts. I just recommend if you like first-person shooters and a good story game. It's a good game to play. All right, so the format of the podcast is as follows. We have a theme. This time is kind of a geeky theme. I'm going to shoot myself in the foot because I know not many people watch The Mandalorian. And I don't know because I know...
None of us besides you?
None of us besides... Oh, God, this is going to be a very short segment then. All right, so The Mandalorian is coming back. I'm big, as you can see, Star Wars fan. Also, Grogu and...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Yoda's back here somewhere. If you can see him. Yeah, so...
I looked up a little bit of the storyline.
Okay, so we're gonna pull up let me see if I can pull up I have links this time, because last time I searched for a trail link, I got the wrong link entirely. So let me pause the music for a second. Let me go pull up the link up, and then I'll reveal that little thing on my page. Oh, Discord's over here. Discord,
is this still smoker friendly or?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. It's still kids friendly. All right, hold on a second. All right, so, and I know, Venus, you don't watch The Mandalorian at all. I'm assuming here.
Nope.
Dang, it's just
we lost their video.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Hold on.
People are scattered.
Okay, no one needs to see me.
Yeah, I'm pulling the link up one second.
I'm watching.
I was just pulling
Turns
the
out
link
it's not smoker friendly.
police.
He lied.
Yeah.
The feds are coming.
Been censored.
All right, hold on.
What do we stand for?
I have many mouse clicks on other screens. I can pull you guys back up in a second. There you go. Now you're back. All right, so let me reveal. It's gonna be like right down here. So you're right down here on this lower corner. All right, so All right, so the trailer will just give you a kind of recap of what season 3 is gonna be like, and see if you have thoughts on it.
Our people are scattered, like stars in the galaxy. What are we? What do we stand for? Being a Mandalorian is not just learning about how to fight. You also have to know how to navigate
I'll give a
the
recap
galaxy.
of what happened last season 2. So kind of
That
context.
way, you'll never be lost.
Tree lizard.
I'm going to Mandalore so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
May the Force be with you!
This is the way.
So March 1st, it's coming up soon.
And by the time it becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late.
Hang on, kid.
The little one's name is like Grogu, right? Or something?
Boba Fett. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What?
Boba Fett is one of the
No.
well,
Not
the
Boba
No,
Fett.
the
The
little Yoda guy.
little-
oh,
Grogu.
little
Yoda.
Yoda. Oh, Grogu.
Grogu. Oh,
Grogu.
I thought
Sorry,
it was
sorry. I
Grogu.
thought you said
Okay.
right. I thought you said real entirely. All right.
Wait, so I read something. I have a question. So he took his helmet off? Is that what his
took his
transgression
helmet.
was?
Yeah, his transition took his helmet off. Hold on. Let me
Ooh.
hide this again.
So what happens? What happens after
Well,
that transgression?
Okay. So when you take off your helmet, you're no longer considered a Mandalorian. So you have no your clan, you're not associated, you're no longer Mandalorian.
Exiled.
You're gonna exile. So so to recap season 2, just to give you guys context, season 2 is where Grogu returned Mando, or he's called Mando in this case, returned Grogu to his people, the Jedi, and it's where Luke makes the appearance. And this the timeline of this is kind of after Return of the Jedi, but before all the new movies restarted again. So the Empire's gone. There's no rebellion. There's no Empire. The Empire's still kind of scattered, or people are are surviving. And so what happens in last season, that Grogu decided to he had the decision. He either could go train to be a Jedi or go back and stay with Mando, which Mando kind of came as like his dad figure in the last season. So what the trailer kind of reveals is that they're traveling around. They're they're back together. I guess there's things and then there's a whole side story about the dark saber, which was a saber that the Mandalorians got from the Jedi way back in the day, where that could literally just reunite Mandalore, because Mandalore doesn't exist. All the Mandalorians are scattered as is right now, and they don't have any central hub, so you see a lot of Mandalorians there. So the only thing I thought, and I was banking on Purpose being here, but he's not here. So what do you feel like to progress? Because in my head, for a storyline, you want to see Grogu become a Jedi, but how is he going to do it? Like, how is he going to get to that point? And then is Mandalorian, and is Mando going to just become, part of the lead his people and reform them? Like, is that the way it's going to go? But since you can question me if you want, because I don't know if you guys know much more about it, but that was my thoughts. And I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I feel like this kind of progression of a story before, I guess, after Return of Jedi and before, what was the 8th one? Shoot, The Force Awakens.
So you're thinking Grogu is going to become a Jedi?
Yeah, I still think Grogu's going to become a Jedi. Like, he's gonna, because he decided to stay back because his family, but I don't know. I feel like, you, Roy, can be around your family so much before you have to find who you are as a person. And he attached him because he was, he was still very youngling and didn't know what's going on. But yeah, so I'll leave that open
Now,
to questions or comments. Good.
does Grogu talk?
No. Hey, G. No, he doesn't talk. He kind of he doesn't really. No, actually, no. He does speak a language that some.
How does he communicate?
Sorry, because I only know him based off of his little cute little plushie, and he's adorable. But is he capable of being a Jedi?
Yeah.
Well, he has the Force.
He has the Force. He knows how to use the
Right.
Force.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
And that's the whole premise, right? Like, people are chasing him.
Yep.
is he smart?
No, he's still acting like a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's just young, right? He'll grow.
Yep, he'll grow. He'll bigger. He's
Okay.
ascended. Yeah, he's
Turn
technically
into a Yoda.
turned into Yoda. Yes, exactly. Could be a Yoda.
Okay.
He'd be young, maybe learn to communicate better. But yeah, he's still a kid. So.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So
I
any,
see.
so any thoughts on like I feel like, and anyone in chat who wants to comment, that's fine because I guess I realized the panel has not seen the Mandalorian except for me.
All right, so
You guys all go
are there
see it.
Jedis already in this time period?
There's only a couple. The Jedi. So after the Return of the Jedi, there's literally Luke, and Luke was starting to form, people to get people like, like who had Force potential to become Jedi's. But there's like, the whole Jedi is like down to like a handful of people. In the last series, they revealed Luke, but then what is her name? But she's the Anakin's Padawan in the Clone Wars. What is her name? Shoot, I don't remember. But she was also revealed to still be alive during this time period. But there's only a few Jedi right now. But Luke is trying to get people together so they can form a temple and teach them the ways of the Force.
So bad people are after Grogu and good people are after Grogu because he has the Force.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think they kind of gave a lot of that away in season 2. I think now it's kind of like, does he choose to remain with Mando or does he go for his own path? Like, I would like them to stay with Mando. I feel like, as the kid grows up, they don't want to stay with their family anymore and they will go off and do their own thing. But that's my thought. I'm like, you can stem it back to family and the fact that, like you grow up and you become your own person and you kind of separate. But if you're young and, you need someone that, you love, you care for, you want to be around them as much as you can, I imagine. I don't know.
Now, is Nando Pedro Pascal?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Why would Grogu want to leave him then?
No, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Why? It's very funny though because he's in Mando and he's in Last of Us now. Is that the?
Yeah, but I feel like they would give the same like energy, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little. So like, why would Grogu want to leave?
That's true.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, Luke gave him the choice last season. It was like, either yes, stay with us, stay with me, train, or go, back to your father figure and forget the Force at all. But I don't know. I feel like it's not going to happen that way. They're going to loop around and come back. I don't know, Venus, you're a sci-fi. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You're good. I was going to say, it would kind of have to, like, go the way you're thinking, though. Otherwise, the storyline would just, like, not progress, I feel like.
True. Any comments, Venus? Because I can't see you, so I don't know what's going on in your head.
This has mostly gone over Venus's head.
This is gonna be such okay. Oh, there you
go. I know nothing about Star Wars. I love listening to people talk about it because it's fascinating.
Right.
But I have no idea what's going on.
Well, would you think, like, in terms of, like, Grogu, would you think Grogu was to want to become what he's destined to be, or just stay with Mando as kind of his family now? Like, what would you choose in that regards?
I mean, personally, I'm almost 22 and I've never lived away from my mother.
Right.
So, I physically cannot take care of myself, as I've said in past podcasts.
Right.
So I would have to remain with people that are safe for me. And if that is my mother or whoever I deem my family, then that's who I'm going to stay with.
Right.
I don't know the character well enough to say whether they would or wouldn't.
Makes sense. Okay, cool. So yeah, so Mando Season 3 is coming out, so it's up on Disney+. Definitely suggest for anyone in chat who has not seen it, because I know some people probably have not seen it, and if you guys
I haven't, but after learning that Pedro Pascal is Nando, I might have to.
Oh yeah, Pedro Pascal. He's like milking it this year with Mandalorian and Last of Us. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But I want Nick Offerman to win an award though.
Oh, definitely for that show.
Episode 3, amazing.
Did you see The Last of Us, Funky, at all, or no?
The what?
The Last of Us. No.
Oh no, I haven't watched that.
Okay. Well,
I heard that's like terrifying or like very disturbing show and game.
Well, it's a certain game per se, but it's like a zombie. But they do so good. But yeah,
It's like more of a thriller than anything.
Oh yeah. It's not like that creepy zombie. Like
Some jump scares, yeah.
Like not Resident Evil at all. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not as scary as Resident Evil, I don't think.
No.
Okay.
It should be fine. Alright, so recommendations, you guys should watch it. I probably go longer, but not much debate. But I feel like that's the way it should go in that storyline. So we'll see when it comes on. Yeah. Alright, next topic is AMA questions. So we do a section on Every Time Podcast is Ask Me Anything question. Of course, it has to be Twitch appropriate. Of course, it has to be something that you can ask on stream. But Bubbles, you get the first chance. You can ask one person, all of us, anything that you wanted to know that you haven't known yet. You know a lot about me probably, but if you like asking for Bubbles or Bar or Funky or Venus, go ahead. If you have one.
So, I mean, obviously I know you guys game and stream. That's what we do. But like besides that, is there something that you are like passionate about, or more than just a hobby, something that that you do love and like are like I said, passionate about, I guess. I don't.
Okay.
So let me tell you about a little game called Genshin Impact.
Okay.
Here we go. Good.
No, I'm not gonna get into it. But it's a well-known fact for anyone who knows me for more than like 2 weeks at this point. I am very into the game Genshin Impact. I spend so much of my time on it.
Yeah.
Is it just for the story or the visuals?
I adore this. I mean, it's both. Everything about the game just really connects with me because I've liked anime since I was like barely in middle school. After like watching one with my sister, and it just like it was a medium for me to escape. And Genshin is just like a 3D anime that is still coming out and that I can sort of interact with and has more content literally every month. And it just makes a lot of sense to me to keep up with it and play it, which I have done for 2 years.
Wow.
That was a long time. That's a very long time.
Yeah, no, I've like downloaded the app forever ago because, like you said, like I like anime and it looked very anime-like, and I was like, oh my gosh, I might like this, but I've never really played it, to be honest.
You gotta take the time
That's
out.
That's fair.
I say.
Yeah, it's a time sink if you're starting to get into it now.
Yeah.
I got into it whenever it had just like barely came out, like literally maybe a month out, and I saw my nephews playing it while I was over at my brother's house. And then I was like, that game looks interesting. It's free. Let me try it. And I've been just keeping up with it ever since. So it's not as big of a time sink for me as it is for any new player.
True. Very true.
That's awesome. One thing I've tried it out before too. One thing I thought when I played it is it seems very similar as far as the graphics and the map layout to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Not
It's got a
familiar.
similar kind of feel, gameplay wise at least.
Yeah.
The graphics are more anime than Legend of Zelda. And the story is, in my opinion, much better. And I don't know if that's more of a thing of like Legend of Zelda has just been going on for so long that it's kind of
the same story.
It's the same thing every fucking game. And I'm like, I'm kind of tired of seeing this. But with Genshin, it's like every single time that a new region unlocks, you get a different story. There's sort of a similar thing of like, all right, time to solve this country's issues. But the issue is always different.
True.
So it's like an anime that you interact with.
Yeah, literally. It's great.
That's a good recommendation.
I would definitely. Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I definitely would like it then. I'm a big anime fan.
Yeah, it's the time sink. It takes a bit to get started. Because I think you
Yeah.
unlock a lot to like what, level 11?
Like
Or-
AR-10.
Oh, AR-10.
And,
Yeah.
and you could just keep
Yeah.
throwing money into this game, right?
Well, so the only reason to spend money on it is to get what are called primogems, which are like the in-game currency for the gacha system. And if you really want a character, yeah, you can sink money into it. But past getting the character, it doesn't do anything for you.
Yes, there's a clip that scream comes from. That's from Venus getting Shao.
I'm free to play, mind you.
What?
So
Yeah.
if I get a 5-star, I'm very excited. I don't
I disabled
spend
it
money on
Funky
this game.
this one.
Not
It's
very
on-
often.
It's not on this scene. I realized last time every time I got spammed by sounds and stuff, I was like, I probably should disable it for the podcast. And it's disabled.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so, but yeah, so I don't know if okay, you have anything you're passionate about? Since we haven't heard from you. I had a question. I didn't put you on the spot, but if you do,
I mean, outside of what you already know about me, as far as school, going to gym, playing games.
how's your music been going? Is it going?
Oh yeah, there is that. I mean, I play drums in quite a few bands.
Oh,
Hey,
okay. See,
how
I
many-
didn't. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, see, I knew that, but I never. I was
Yeah, I forget about that. You know, I forget that I do that sometimes until it's like the next day. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a drummer. I gotta go play this gig.
Some things, yeah.
You always have to like
Um,
schedule Funky around practices sometimes because he always has practices on weird days that he has to go to, and he's like at night. to
Yeah, it's
stream.
like at night, and it's like 30 minutes away just to get to
Yeah.
the practices. It's like the other side of town where these people live, and all the gigs are across town. But
Oh,
yeah, that is something
waiting
that
for one
that I
day.
do a lot.
Funky has to do this one day. He has to get like a little mount for his like phone and put it like right over while he's playing the drums at a gig.
I know.
And then just do like
That'd
a
be
IRL
cool.
stream. That would be cool to see.
I
Yeah,
Yeah,
would
yeah.
I
want
figure out a
that.
setup for that.
Yeah, you just gotta get the setup for that for sure. For sure. I don't know, anything I'm passionate about? I guess I really like photography. Like I like going out to places like I haven't
you
been
take
before
pictures.
and take pictures. Yeah. I take a lot of pictures. I have a nice camera, like I haven't done it as recently, but that's more I'm passionate, just like going to scenes, like places like I've gone to this place called Grounds of Sculpture a lot, where they have like tons of sculpture, and it's like it's in Princeton, New Jersey, but like you travel there and like the sculpture's gonna be like 50 foot tall, and they're gonna be like, you know, like 20, you know, like off the ground, like 5 feet. Like there's one very interesting one. I always get caught on this a couple of times. So you wander around the park area and you get to this point where you hear a shower. So you kind of walk back to this one corner, and then you kind of like turn and you're like, oh wait, oh someone's like, yeah, and then you like realize like it's a sculpture in the shower, like with water running, and you're like, you almost like, oh wait, you thought it was a real person now. So like a lot of sculptures caught you like real, like what's real, what's fake, you never know. You go around and like there's another point.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, like another point you can go and I think there's one sculpture on the one side where you accidentally people. You like, wait, are those people sunbathing? You go closer. Nope, there's sculptures again. Got you again. So like, this is about this is interesting photography for taking pictures for sculptures and such. But yeah,
That's
Yeah.
fun though.
yeah.
I used to like taking pictures when I was younger. I would steal my parents' camera all the time, just like take a bunch of pictures of. We had a butterfly bush in our backyard, and so there would be like hummingbirds butterflies and bees and stuff. So I'd just take pictures of that.
Nice.
Fun. I don't know. I liked it.
I did.
I noticed, Bubbles, that your shirt say something about a ranch. I think I've seen you
Yeah.
like pictures at a ranch too.
The
like riding
ranch.
horses.
Riding high ranch.
You're a ranch girl.
That is like my life. I mean, I only go there once a year, but I have my best friends I met there. So it's like, I don't know.
Doesn't your sister have a horse?
Yeah, my sister. So my sister has 1.5 basically. She shares one with her with our best friend Angela. So they have 3 horses total together between the 2 of them.
Nice.
They have, yeah, it's a nut case. They're crazy. Their horses
They're
are
crazy.
crazy. They're crazy. Yeah,
All right,
everything.
hold on. You might lose your video for a second. I'm gonna pull for the
Okay.
next clip. So I'll be right back 1 second. It's because I hit the Discord. When I hit the Discord, your video screen.
Yeah, it goes out of it.
Yeah, so give me a second. I gotta pull this one up.
She's like, time to grind some more.
I know.
All right, so next topic it is. I did pick some movie related topics this week, so I know for sure that it is one of those things where. But okay, another topic is about roles in movies. So another trailer came out recently. I saw all these trailers during the Super Bowl, and I was like, I gotta talk about these because they were all
Yeah.
they're all during the Super Bowl. But the
I didn't
next
even
trailer,
watch the Super Bowl, so I don't know what's happening.
yeah, exactly. But the Indiana Jones.
I gotta watch the Super Bowl.
Indiana Jones movie came out with there's a new one, but
Yeah.
let me stick over here. Let's watch this first, and we'll talk about it. 1 second. So
Let's watch it.
oh wait, hold on. Let me
I miss the desert.
let me turn it up over the music because the music's playing in the background, but I can't do anything about that.
I miss the sea. And I miss waking up every morning, wondering what wonderful adventure the new day will bring to us.
Those days have come and gone.
Perhaps not.
I don't believe in magic. But a few times in my life, I've seen things. Things I can't explain. And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe. It's how hard you believe it.
Classic theme.
Is he fighting Nazis?
Yeah, I think so too. Okay.
Who is this man?
I'm her godfather.
related.
Let's whip that butt. See what happens here.
Back.
There's always one thing. It's just a terrible Alright, so that's coming out. Alright, so if you guys are familiar with the Indiana Jones series, it is Harrison Ford has been the main actor for that for a while. So the thought I had about this is that what roles are kind of like he's been in this role for a while and he does a good job at it. He was also Han Solo in Star Wars. He came back for that. Like, my question is, could other people do this? Because like the one example that I thought about was the so you guys, Top Gun came out with a sequel literally 20 years after the first one. Like, it was like so long. But the love interest, her appearance in the Kelly McGinnis in the first one to the second one changed so much that they didn't put her in the movie at all. So like the question would be, Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones classic, he can do that probably until he's like, I don't know how old he is now. Yeah, dead probably. But are there any other roles or any other like characters you see that can come back and do that role over and over again? Like, what are the actors you think? Okay, what do you think?
Oh yeah. Oh, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Oh, absolutely. That's a
down.
great point.
Hands down.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my favorite for sure.
He could come back in every movie.
Yeah, he really hasn't aged very much, honestly. I think I haven't seen him physique wise though. I also haven't seen him recently. I don't know. So maybe I'm lying, but like last time I saw him, he looked the same.
He's actually a mutant.
He's okay,
Yeah,
dude.
probably.
He's got that regenerative factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That youth.
That youth. What about? Because I know I'm on a TV culture kick, so you gotta apologize. I've been watching like so much shows and everything, but the Picard. So Patrick Stewart at Jean-Luc Picard. He has gotten so much older since he started Next Generation till now, but he still looks good. Like, he doesn't look like he's aged at all. Like, some people can't like age. Like, so is that an ageism thing? Like, can some people play roles, like come back to a role 20 years later and say, you know, I haven't changed at all. But I mean, would anyone else be able to, like, what other roles are timeless? We said Jean-Luc Picard has kept, like,
do they try and keep their same, like, persona though when they come back and they're older?
I would imagine
like,
so.
or does like the script and the way they act in, like, you know, the newer versions, do they account for the age? Like, do they try to stay like 20? And you know what I mean?
Right.
Or
Yeah.
they're like, like, I'm gonna play my age, what I am. Do they play into that? Because I think they do that pretty well. Some of these movies where they're older.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. They did try to de-age Patrick Stewart in X-Men, and I was like, why make him look so young? But the funny part of Picard, I don't know, guys. Again, probably none have seen it except for me, but in Picard, the previous season, he was actually dying, and to kind of keep him, I guess, I don't know if they aged him prematurely and kind of aged him down again, but to keep the storyline that he was still going to survive it, they gave him a synthetic body, which also was going to grow old, but kind of rebooted, I guess, his makeup and such, and made him look more polished, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah, smooth, probably. But I don't know. Any other roles you think, like, were either like your favorite actor or actress? Because, like, I've seen, there was a Super Bowl commercial where I think Alicia Silverstone was trying to reprise Clueless, and someone was like, aren't you too old for high school? But I don't know. But it's like, can people go back? Because, like, we live in the age now, right? There's, like, tons of reboots. Like, everything's being rebooted. Everything's coming back in different, like, either the old characters are coming back to reprise their roles. Like, even if you guys saw that 90s show, continuation of that 70s show, where the 90s show, where the characters coming back. Like, are we in that age now where things are kind of like, we want to reboot this and and like try to put the old characters back in there somehow?
We're in like that nostalgic phase. We just want to kind of like go back because the world's kind of terrible.
Yeah, terrible. Yeah.
So
true.
it's like, you know, we go back to a time where things weren't so bad. Like that 70s show was on and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it really does depend on the cast, I think, if you can come back, like, from that.
That is true. What was the one? I'm trying to remember. There's like a show that kind of rebooted, but
there's also Fuller House.
Oh yeah, Fuller House.
Oh,
That came back
yeah.
too.
Forgot about that.
That did come back with the cast. I guess, like, yeah, it's a nostalgia feeling, I guess. But does that see, this is where the advocate comes in, like, double advocate. If we're doing all these reboots, is there any new content anymore? Like, do we have anything new that's original that can survive? Like, we seem like we're in that spot where, like, we're just recycling ideas over and over again. But yeah, what about even, like, some of the stuff where, like, you watched and, like, they should have done a sequel, but they never did? Like, actually, even, good example, they took forever. Even though it doesn't really tie in because, like, the one actor died, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Even though they kind of rebooted the whole franchise into a new set of Ghostbusters.
I've not seen that.
Oh, you never seen that? It's a good one.
No, I should.
Yeah, so, like, they do have the epic cameos, and, like, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Hudson, or what is his name? Shoot, the other actor. I don't know the third one, but what is his name? Shoot,
Dan Aykroyd. Did you already say that?
Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, and then it's Winston's character. Who was that character? Let me look this up.
I won't remember.
While you're doing that, this whole conversation made me think of, because I'm actually kind of late to this. I've been watching Cobra Kai.
Oh yeah.
And the crazy thing about that is, like, they brought back, you know, these movies. When were they made? Like the 80s, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
and they brought back, and there were 3 movies, and they brought back like so many characters from these 3
Originals.
movies,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
it's just wild because they're all, you know, they're all aged.
Mhm.
I don't know how they wrangled up all these people and to play like, you know, these. It's a 5-season show,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and so they're playing these long roles, and I'm surprised honestly because I've been watching it. It's really good.
It's a good series, definitely for sure.
It's pretty good, and it's interesting to watch them all act, you know, and play these roles. What is it, like 40, almost 40 years later, 30 years later?
Yeah.
Exactly. Ernie Hudson was the other actor. I'm gonna get yelled if I didn't remember that. But Ernie Hudson. But yeah, they played a cameo. The one actor did die was Harold Ramis, played Egon.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I can't say for as far as they found a way to get him in the movie, even though he's already. But both haven't seen it. I want to spoil for it, so they found a way. But
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah. So like in terms of that, and like, I guess we are in a nostalgic phase, but some characters' roles they can't play until they're, you know, old. But like I guess this is also a Hollywood stereotype, as in terms of like that one, like Top Gun was a great movie for me as a kid. I don't know if it was for anyone else, but Top Gun, I love Top Gun. Tom Cruise hasn't aged a day. Like he's still the same person.
Yeah.
I feel like he was when he first started making movies. But yeah, that character. So the love interest definitely. If you see a picture from now and then, let me see if I can pull a picture up real quick, so you can see what she looks now. I can spell her name.
Maybe it's just different in Hollywood. You know how they say like you're not ugly, you're just poor. But you're not old, you're just poor.
Yeah.
That's the version of
true.
that. They don't get older.
Yeah. So here, if you can see this. All right, so you see this picture. I don't know if it's the old. Let me see if I can pull images up here. Yeah, so you can see a comparison. So right here. So this one. So this is what she looked like during the movie Top Gun. This is what she looks like now. So like I guess in terms of Hollywood standards, that was a very drastic change that they want to do. So is that a problem with society that we can't have people come back? I guess and reprise the role if their appearance have changed dramatically from when you were first on screen to when you are now. I don't know.
I don't think that should really matter as long as you can act the role still. As long as you're still able to perform up to like the expectations, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I have an issue with Clint Eastwood making movies still. He's like the last Clint Eastwood movie I saw was like The Mule or something, and I felt so bad for him. I'm like, oh my god, he's trying his best, but I'm like, bro, every scene was like cut, like, and it was stunt double, like it just I couldn't. He tried.
What's funny is they're all action movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I think some people get pigeonholed into roles too, and they're like, you can't get out of that role no matter what you do.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, moving on. That was a segment. So Funky, do you have a possible ask me anything question that you want to ask? Think about it for a second if you do.
I'm thinking about it for a second.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to tell Bubbles. Someone told me that I need to go get the vape that has like fruity pebbles. It's like cereal in a vape form from the dispensary next time I go there. But I gotta check if it's there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I used to have a fruity pebble cart.
Oh, so Funky's driving. I don't know if you heard it. Well, I was able to get my, I guess, medically, card for MJ marijuana because of I have a medical condition, so it's legal for me. Just saying. We're gonna talk about it. And Venus too. If you're listening, you might be listening. Wait for
It's legal.
He's not saying if you're listening.
Wait, why'd you have to tell me that?
Oh no, I'm just saying because we're on stream.
I'm not judging you either way.
Okay, that's fine. But okay, do you have a question, Maggie?
Sure. What's the hardest drug anyone has done in their life?
The hardest drug?
Sertraline.
Yeah. What'd you say, Venus?
Sertraline. My antidepressant.
Oh yeah, antidepressant.
Your
Okay.
prescription, yeah.
I've never done a drug in my life.
Here's the child.
Well, not an illegal one.
Well, I mean, besides marijuana, that's about it. I don't know, smoke. I mean, I just figured because, like, talking to Bubbles, and it was like, yeah, I do have a medical condition I could probably get the license for, and then there was a coupon, so yeah, I got that, so I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bubbles? I'm assuming the same? Or, anything else?
Me? Wait, what?
I don't know.
Yeah. What's your answer to that?
You don't have to answer, you don't want to, that's fine.
The feds are listening.
No, I've done coke for sure. That's like the worst.
That's
The hardest.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I mean, so it was kind of like an accident. So I thought these guys were with my friends, and so they were like, "Oh, do you want to like go and do this?" And I'm like, "Sure." And turns out they were just strangers. And my friend was like looking for me, and I was just like in the bathroom, in the guy's bathroom, in a stall with like two other guys. Like it just looked it just looked,
Sorry,
That sounds
okay,
scary.
we redeemed something, so I'm just doing it while
Oh,
you're
it's fine. It was great.
Oh, yeah. It was a good time.
I had a picture of Grateful Dead with my friends, so you were great. We were vibing.
There you go.
Nice. Was that a question? Was that part of the guidelines? Sorry, I don't know if that went
I don't know.
past
That's
the
fine. As long as
guidelines
it's
of the
TS,
AMA.
TS, well, Twitch appropriate, and I'll talk about anything criminal. Should be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
That's right, that's right. Alright, I know that.
Allegedly.
All hypothetical anyway.
It's all, yeah, alleged.
Alright, so we don't have purpose here, but Venus, anything exciting happening in Genshin right now?
We're getting a new update in a couple of days with a new character. It's gonna be another fire greatsword user, and apparently they're putting her on the standard banner, which makes me upset because we already have a pyro greatsword user specifically on the standard banner, and so it just doesn't make sense when they could diversify because we don't have a Geo 5-star on the standard banner.
So explain the standard banner. Is that like the one you can pull like without having to pay extra for it?
So there's the standard banner, the weapon banner, and then character banners. Character banners and the weapon banner change depending on like the version and what's happening in the game usually. So with the new update that's coming out, we're getting a new character called Dia, and she's gonna be one of the character banners. And then who's she running with? There's always two character banners. I can't remember who she's running with now. But there's like a primary 5-star who you have like a 50% chance to get on whenever you pull a 5-star. And then you have like a couple of 4-star characters who are more likely to be pulled. And then on the weapons banner, you only pull 5-star weapons. Like character banner, you only pull 5-star characters. Weapons banner, only 5-star weapons. But on the standard banner, it's you have like a range of 5-star characters and 5-star weapons that you could pull at any given time. They also use different wishes. There's standard wishes, and then there's what are called intertwined fates. And those are the intertwined fates are used for like character and weapon banners. And standard wishes are just for the standard banner. So it's more reliable to be able to wish on the standard banner because you can get those kinds of wishes.
Oh, so it's more likely probably you can hold a new character than for a standard banner.
Well,
or no?
No, the pity is the same. The odds are the same. It's just a bigger array,
Okay.
and there's no getting an off standard character. There's 6 on there right now. There will be 7 after Dia's done. It used to be 5, which I thought was fine. But with the addition of who was called Tainari, because he was a it was a whole new element that was being added to the game, so it made sense to add him.
Mhm.
I don't understand why they're adding Dia, because Pyro's been an element since the beginning of the game. You literally get a Pyro character as like your second character in the
Oh, yeah.
game.
The one character we never mentioned.
And yeah, useless. And then it's just like on top of her being a Pyro character, she's also a Pyro greatsword user, which we already have
So are
on
they,
that banner.
are they regurgitating now, or is it seems like they're kind of like...
No, her playstyle is different. It just
Okay.
doesn't make sense to me to put her on the standard banner.
I see. Okay.
That's all that bothers me. We don't have anyone from like, because there's 4 countries out right now. There's Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, and Sumeru. And off the top of my head, we don't have any Inazuma 5 stars on that banner. We have 2 Mondstadt, 3 Mondstadt, 2 Liyue, and a Sumeru. And so I guess they're adding one for another Sumeru, but we don't have any Inazuma, and we don't have any Geo characters, but there is a Geo Inazuman character that is a 5-star that they could have put on the standard banner, and it would make more sense to me.
Dang.
I don't know.
Oh, there you go. There you
Email the
go.
developers.
I don't have anyone to go off of. I can still keep talking about it, don't get me wrong.
Oh, no, no. I can imagine you could.
And you have
can
2
talk
years
about-
You
worth.
can talk about getting all
Yeah.
podcasts. That's
How many
true.
hours do you have? Do you have like a tracker in the platform
I
that you
don't-
played on?
I don't know about hours specifically, but you can sign up, you can connect your account to what is called the Hoyoverse. Because MiHoYo is the one that created the game, and they keep track of how many days you've logged in. Let me pull it up.
Oh wow. Excited to see this.
I have logged in to the game on, if it would load,
I'm reading.
668 days.
That's crazy.
Solid.
How many days? Or sorry, how many hours per day do you think you play?
It depends,
If you
because
average it.
if
I know sometimes you gotta be somewhere and things like that, but you know, if you just have the time to play.
it really depends on like what I'm willing to do on it, because there's always something to do. It's just a matter of what do I want to do. Like there's a trading card game in it now that you can play for hours on end.
Oh, wow.
You can just run around and explore. You can grind to get your characters to do more damage. If I have a specific goal in mind, I spend a lot of time on the game. But like today, I was on there for like maybe 30 minutes because I was just like, all right, do my daily, spend my resin, now I'm done.
Yeah. Mhm.
But I've spent like entire days on the game. Like I will get out of bed, get on the game, not get off until I have to go to sleep.
Oh wow.
Wow. So
That's-
in terms of
That's crazy. That's pretty cool.
the direction of someone who's trying to get back into it, do I just have to go and dailies, or is dailies just like the task where you go to get the fight the little, like, what is the dailies? So like that little area where it's on the
So
map?
dailies are like the purple,
Yeah, the purple
diamond that
diamond.
come up.
Mhm.
Those are your dailies. They're mostly just to have people log in to get time on the game, and then while you're on the game, you know, you'll probably look at the events, see if you want to do something with that. You might run into something that you want to look into. But dailies are, the reason that I do them is because you get primos from them, which is, you know, the in-game currency.
Right.
And as someone who is free to play, that is very important. You get 10 per daily, and you have 4 dailies per day. And then if you turn in your dailies after you finish them all, you get another 20. So you can get 60 per day, and a wish is 160. So every 2 to 3 days, you're getting another wish.
I see. I see.
I have spent a lot of time thinking about that. If you can't tell, I've got it down to a science.
Yeah.
I guess I just put the time in. I will have to type in and see if I can figure out. I downloaded it again. I just kind of ran from like point A to point B and tried to like, I guess, get to like unlocking like the the teleports, and I just didn't know where to go. Are story missions like yellow on the thing, Venus, or how do you know the difference between a story mission and a daily? Is it the yellow?
Well, if you go into your quest menu, the dailies will be under like a daily commission section.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Right.
Like it separates them in the quest menu. You'll have like your Archon quests, story quests, your dailies, world quests.
All right.
And then it shows you what rewards you get from them. So if you only want to do the ones that give you primos, you'll know.
All right. I will definitely. I attempted a couple hours, but I just need to like. I guess I hit you one day and say, "Can you just show me what to do?" Because I'm still like, it doesn't look like much direction.
Yeah, there's not a lot of direction in it. It's basically just go along with the story. And yeah, it's more or less an open world game.
Yeah.
You'll have story missions, but you don't have to do them right away or at all, really, because my best friend hasn't touched the game in like 3 months.
Oh, wow.
But you do what you want. If you just want to explore and look around, that's what you do. If you want to play the story, which I do highly recommend,
or play
that is
trading
what you
card
do.
game.
You have to be a certain level to unlock the trading card game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's AR-15 or something. I don't remember. I'm AR-60, which is the max.
Out of curiosity,
So I was like,
and see where I'm at. Hold on.
So anytime anything new comes out, I'm like, oh yeah, I can go do that.
What other little things like that can you do in Genshin? Like the trading cards?
There's events that come and go. There's not usually like reruns of events, at least not in the idea that like it's the same exact event again. There's usually like a slightly different story, the gameplay's slightly different. Right now there's a beetle fighting ring that's going on.
Oh, he plays bets?
No, you fight with the beetles. You control your beetle and you just try your best.
Yeah.
They're like, the events are never that hard. They're usually pretty simple, especially if you're just going for like good rewards. You don't have to do everything. But typically, usually like once per update, I think we're coming on 3.5 that's coming up. But once per update, there's like one big event and then everything else is little events that come and go. Not everything is voiced, but a lot of it is, especially if it has a character that like has been voiced before, especially if it's a 5-star. But like during this last month, there was something called the Lantern Rite, which happens every year. This was the second one. The first one was great. The second one was great. It's sort of like a tradition. It's like a Chinese New Year sort of thing. Next up is, I think we're doing the Windbloom Festival again in the next update, which is in a different country, but same sort of like festival feeling.
Would you say this is the game you've put like the most time in, like in your life?
In my life? Absolutely not.
Oh, so you've had.
I don't think you understand. Since I've been a child, all I do is play games.
Oh, okay.
I
so there's been other
sink my
games.
life into them. I don't know which game necessarily would be the one that I sunk the most time into. I'd have to really think about it. But it's definitely up there.
I don't know. Well, Steam we will track it, but I guess
Steam tracks hours.
Oh, I'm AR-18, Venus. I just loaded the check.
Hey,
AR-18.
look at you.
What about you, Bubbles? What do you think? What do you think is the most hours you put in a game? Which game that was?
Uncharted?
Sims 4.
Sims 4. Oh, yeah, you can.
Sims 4.
Sims 4?
For sure.
Sims 2 might be mine, actually.
Sims is just so easy to just get like, oh god, I look out the window and the sun's rising. I'm like, where'd the night go?
Oh yeah, I think it's like that god complex where you're trying to control it. So yeah, you're definitely like that. Yeah, the game of you.
You can
I
level
can
up in that
remember-
life much more easily.
Exactly.
yeah.
I could use
Honestly.
speed. I can.
And
I
it goes
could
by
promote
so
my-
fast,
Ooh,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
I remember doing that too. It's like
I
how
can
many hours you
remember-
put into it. Ooh,
Oh.
A lot.
yeah. Yeah, I remember Sims. Funky?
What about you, Ty?
Oh, I don't know. What?
You don't
Most
know which
like
one you put
ever?
most hours ever. Yeah.
I don't know. I play a lot of stuff. Like,
Yeah, you do play a lot.
yeah, I
of
play a lot of
different
stuff.
games.
I can't put a finger.
But there
on
wasn't
one
like
game.
one game you were hooked on for like years, just playing hours and hours.
Years. I admit The Sims would probably be still up there. It's just because like I think this the aspect of just controlling and messing with your Sims is probably there. I don't think I've ever had one stick. Like I always go through phases. Like it was
Yeah.
Apex for a while, then it's Warzone. Now I'm like in the Escape from Tarkov, so I'm like jumping all over. I'm trying Overwatch now, so I don't know, Funky. You have a versatile amount of games too. What would you be the game you put a lot of hours into? Apex?
Most hours in my life. I put a lot. I think there's games like that I would just like, like console games like GameCube. You just turn on.
Oh yeah.
Like I'd spend a ton of time playing when I was younger. NFL Blitz, like NBA Street on my GameCube, and then I put a lot of hours just like playing in practice mode, like NCAA. It was like college football game.
Wow, you're the sports
Because you could just run plays over and over and
true.
over, like without all the time interruptions. So I would just go in
Yeah.
practice mode and just like mind-numbingly just run plays all the time. And then there's times I played Super Smash Bros. Melee and I would just play against the computers and I would put it like to 99 lives.
I understand that too. Makes sense. But yeah, definitely. So Venus, I'll hit you up sometime for a Genshin. I need like kind of like a refresher course of what to do. Like at one point. So I'll hit you up sometime, okay?
Okay.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, so moving on. A couple more things to go through. Venus, do you have a ask me anything question for anyone you want to know? Have you ideas? I know last time I let you into
No,
the
I'm
Genshin
not good
thing.
at asking questions. I'm not good at asking questions.
I'm not either.
Alright, so nothing? That's fine. If not, I'll take your spot and we can.
You don't want to know anything about any of us
What about
that you
Funky?
don't
I
already.
mean,
Talk to
I don't
Funky.
want to ask things about you guys. Like,
I'm gonna
anything that is said,
It's your
I will
time to
pay
probe.
attention to 100%. But I'm not somebody that goes out of my way to ask questions. I'm the therapist friend, as most of my friends will tell you. You come to me, I listen regardless, and then you just keep talking and talking and talking, and I'm just sitting there.
Probe
That
us.
is true.
Probe.
Probe.
Funky, what's your childhood trauma?
Oh, they're
My
cool.
childhood trauma?
Yeah.
What is so define childhood trauma?
What
How
is
deep we
something from
going?
your childhood that like bothers you, like that you try not to think about, but it bothered you, and it's like deep down in your soul?
If you can figure one out or feel comfortable sharing, and that's kind of personal.
Childhood trauma. I don't know. People tell me what to do. That's like sticks with me to this day. Like, if people try and tell me what to do, even if it's the thing that I want to do, like it's the right thing or whatever, but somebody's telling me to do it, I do not, and I probably will not do it anymore.
Yeah, I get that. That's me too.
Very rebellious here, Punch. Okay.
But
That's fine. That's fine.
Well,
That's fine.
it's less rebellious, and it's more of like, I was gonna do it anyway, and now you're like
Yeah, that's true.
getting on to me about it, and now I don't want to do it because I feel like I have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it's an
Right.
option, that's one thing, but if it's a necessity, like literally my mom was texting me the other day and she's like, I need you to do this, and I was like,
Yep.
you don't, but okay.
That's why me and my CEO with my mom, she's like, you should do this. I'm like, nope. I'm not going to. You tell me to cut my hair? Nope. You tell me to get all this color out of my hair? Nope. You tell me to shave? Nope. Tell me to get another tattoo? Nope. You know, like, I guess true. Like, yeah. I guess mine was more like personal preference or someone telling you, someone tell you, you gotta do this and this and this and this. But nah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. Alright. But alright, moving on. That's good. That was a good one. Moving on.
That was a good question.
So this is a purposes topic, but I guess it's kind of interesting to talk because we all play video games and we all have seen the remastered versions come out with the better graphics, the better things. Like Dead Space did that recently. Metroid's gonna do this coming up. And like, is it also a nostalgia thing? Like, have you gotten to the point with video games where you're gonna go remaster? Like Resident Evil's been remastered so many times. Like,
Resident Evil 4 is like on every platform known to man.
Yeah,
I think it's a capitalism thing more than a nostalgia thing.
That's very true.
That's
where-
true.
Yeah. But
I mean, they
Because,
work
like,
hand in hand.
I mean,
If you're willing to
yeah,
to
but
pay
like,
for it again.
yeah.
my thing is like people usually buy those games because they're like, wow, this was really good. I wonder if it'll still be as good. But then they've changed it just enough that
Just
it's
a
not
tiny bit.
right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And so people play it again and they're like, wow, I was nostalgic for this game, but this is trash. So they've gone out of their way to just like make it ever so slightly worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I think even
I feel like Bubbles had a thought about this.
I
Like you're gonna say something.
Oh, you go
well,
ahead.
I am like thinking of only good like remaster. I've never played a bad remastered though.
Interesting.
I mean,
perspective.
no, that's fair. It's just like usually when remasters come out and people start talking about them, people are like, wow, this was okay. But a lot of these things that they changed were better in the original. I'm not saying that they were bad games. It's just like they're of lesser quality.
True. I think even nostalgia not nostalgia, just a comparison of graphics from like a game that was back then to now. Like the original still was very good, but then yeah, so it's just like putting like a new skin on over something that wasn't necessarily bad or broken to begin with. But even fucking you commented. I saw you comment about the Metroid Prime remaster. You played the original, right?
Oh yeah, that was the game I played on my GameCube. It was amazing. Metroid Prime was a really good game, and they're remastering it. What was it?
What's your expectations going into this one? Like, is it going to be any different, you think, or the same?
Honestly, like as far as the Metroid series goes, I think they will not mess it up.
Okay.
I've already heard good reviews, but I don't think that's a game that they just like settle like in the series for the most part. Like every game is just fantastic. But I have heard that it's pretty much the same, and the things they have added only make it better and haven't really taken away from it.
Right.
So I'm pretty excited to play it.
So it's kind of showing too. Sometimes you can do it better. Sometimes they can make it worse. Sometimes it's for money.
It's true. Sometimes
So-
they can mess it up.
Yeah. And then have you noticed? I've noticed some of the games have gone. So like back in the day, games were like $49.99. Now they're like $59.99. Now they're like $69.99. They've gone up to like almost $70 now. Like, do you think is there like a reason for that? Or like, is it just because like they're trying to milk us for money, or is it costing more to develop the game?
I think it's mostly inflation.
Yeah.
Because
like, I think-
everything's more expensive. It's not just video games.
I agree. I agree with that completely.
Well,
Like
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, my coffee is so much money now, so I don't buy it.
Oh, coffee inflation, yeah.
Life.
Well, there is also the perspective at least on my side, as far as like video games. Most games that I play now are free.
Maybe a Game
And
Pass
so,
or
you know-
PlayStation Store, yeah.
I mean, there's the microtransactions or the battle passes or whatever, that you can purchase, but like I don't, and like there's so many games now that are just free, and so I honestly feel like gaming hasn't really gotten more expensive for me besides like building the hardware and the PC and all that. But like the video games themselves, most of the ones I play, I had not paid for, and they're really good games.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking for like storyline and stuff. I can't get that with like PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can get the
Yeah.
demos, like I can get the first like 10 minutes of it or whatever, but I can never progress further. So it's kind of like I kind of have to drop the money because my laptop just cannot run games. It just can't. It barely streams.
But yeah, like, a lot of the new stuff, like even Warzone is considered to be a free game, but you're right, Battle Pass and all the transactions of the characters.
Yeah, I do like that.
It's just like literally trying to milk you for anything like cool skins and such. But
I'll fall for it too, though. I'll fall for it every time. Like they'll drop something really cool looking, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't. But look at it. Like I need it.
Yeah, exactly.
You need me in charge of your finances. I have such anxiety about spending money. Every time there's like a new skin or something on Genshin, I'm like, oh, I would love that, but it's like $30. It's not happening.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's just the cost of that. It's just one of those things. You just don't want to. You want to try to stay away from putting money in because like you can go down the rabbit hole of like Genshin, and like you want to pull for a character, you get more pulls, you put more money into it. Like anything from that, even from Apex, you want to get the chest to get the things you put money in to buy for characters. Like any game.
But I don't. I'll tell you that right now.
There you go.
I do not.
Me too, Funky.
Yeah, like some of those like have those set in. It's one of those things where like literally, I guess capitalism making money, DLC content, put stuff behind a paywall to make it better, and this way it costs more money. Oh, you're first again, Mina. Thank you.
Just realized that no one had redeemed first.
For the second time.
Yeah.
So,
I was looking at it and I was like, did anyone redeem this?
Not
And
for
it's like,
the
nope,
second
alright.
there you go.
I always miss it.
That's why. All right, so
I mean, it's been sitting there for over an hour at this
yeah,
point.
that is fine.
You gotta wait outside the game, the stream, like you're waiting outside of GameStop to get the first.
First,
You gotta camp out.
yeah, you took the seat. All right, so AMA question. I think I asked a lot of these. I've been on many podcasts. So what would be one? All right, let's try this one because we all do video games and such. Let's say if you're restricted to one video game for the rest of your life. I think this probably will answer Genshin because that's the thing she enjoys the most. But if you're restricted to one video game and you couldn't play any other video game ever, but the one video game, let's say if you still have access to DLCs, all that stuff, so it wouldn't be the same game all the time. What would be that game that you'd be stuck to?
Who's going first?
Leave it open.
Whoever wants to.
I would say Dying Light, the first one.
Any reason
Doesn't
why?
get boring for me. I mean, it's open world. Like I can always smash zombies like over and over. Like I can't get bored with that. Like as to if I were playing a storyline based game, like I would get you'd get repetitive.
That's true.
You would know every like everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember watching you play some of that.
I love Dying Light.
You did back to Dying Light 2. You never finished that, did you?
No, and I did just start like a new save file for that, but have not really progressed too much into it. It's they changed it a little bit too much. It's not like as console friendly as I was hoping for because it's a lot of like, you know what I'm talking about, like the scrolling factor, like to do menu options. Like it's not just like a.
For a while, 4 times. Yeah, that makes sense. Well,
she loves that game.
Well, if you ever need a co-op partner for Dying Light 2, just hit me up. So.
Jeez.
Okay. But Venus, are you gonna answer Genshin? I don't want to.
I mean, it's like, if I couldn't choose Genshin, I do have a backup answer.
Okay, what's your backup answer?
But My backup answer would be Stardew Valley
Okay.
because the modding community of Stardew Valley is insane. And if you're saying that I can still have like mods and DLC, I would never run out of things to do in Stardew Valley.
There you go. Funky, you probably have the same lens as me. What do you think? What is your game that you would play and not get bored of?
One game that I could play, like if I was allowed to, like as far as avoiding other goals and it didn't like take my health away or like my good health.
What is this
I mean,
game?
I could probably play Apex like all day.
Oh
honestly.
god, no.
I could play the game all day long. It's so stimulating. There's so much that's like going on in that game. It's just like it doesn't really get boring.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. This is the thing. This is the conflict. So we've seen between people. So mods for Stardew, but Stardew is it's a big enough world you can go through. Same for Dying Light. Dying Light's open world. Apex is kind of as a closed system, but you know you can skill based. You can learn, get better at the game, put the time to. You kind of have two flips of the coin. What would I stuck playing over and over again? I've been doing Escape from Tarkov, but man, I rage so much when I die. I don't know if I could live constantly being pwned every time someone comes up to me, so that would be out of the question. There has to be Warzone. I mean, the only thing because I play Warzone so much now is that you load into a
DMZ?
game random DMZ, yeah. DMZ is fun. You load in randoms, you load people, friends, you just run around, cause ruckus. We caused so much ruckus that one night where we shit on a team and they were like, they found out Winter was a girl and they're just like, just kept calling her like a fat biatch, and she go back to the kitchen. She wasn't having that. She just kept yelling back at them, and then like literally, but like I mean that's not really a positive interaction per se, but you know interaction that would be different every time you go in if you could phone someone. It's the funny thing about DMZ. If you just keep knocking that person out of the seat. The funny thing about DMZ is literally...
That was Spoopy. Thank you. She knocked me out of my seat.
Oh, Spoopy knocked Venus out of the seat. Sorry. I just see the reader from... Never mind. You're right, Spoopy. But literally you load in with different people every time and the experience would never be the same. And it's similar to Apex. Like you have teammates and you never load the same teammates, the same over and over again. So you definitely will meet different people, different playstyles. So I can see it. We kind of vary on different things entirely, but interesting. It's like open world or maybe first-person shooters where you get better at the game and become expert at it. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna end on the last topic before we say bye-bye to everyone. Is what you're making yourself happy this week? What is making yourself happy? Is like something that you may have done, something that happened, something that's.
What's the question? Repeat that.
What is making you happy this week? What made you what was something that happened to you maybe that was good, or something that you're like maybe like a show that you're like really into right now, or something you did, like it could be anything. Funky, since you're thinking about it, you go ahead.
I'm thinking about it.
Oh,
did you say Bubbles?
Nope.
Oh, no, Funky, but Bubbles is going to go.
Oh, no, go Bubbles.
Go Bubbles, sorry.
Whoever wants to.
All right. I mean, just like taking a break from streaming and like kind of reorganizing my room has kind of been, kind of an upper in a way, like just kind of changing things up from the same old.
Okay,
About
that's
it.
good. That's good.
It is interesting what a room change can do for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not true. We can go next. So you're just a happy the buttons now. So the only other thing would be I guess like I like escapes in the show. So I really still love The Last of Us, and I think the only reason why I love The Last of Us so much is because it's sticking so much to the source material, but they take this little like tangent off to the side, and you're like, like as Bubbles could say from the last episode, where they totally unveiled a story that wasn't part of the game, and like just like watching that unfold, just like this is creative process at work. It's so great, amazing. Almost shed a tear near the end of that episode. I was just like, but like it, I think just like storytelling itself in some games and some like shows where like it's really engaging and spot on. It's like literally good. Like even the last episode, where like they got to where Joel's brother was, and it kind of like foreshadowed. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, Pinky. Is that your sister, Bubbles, or no? Pinky Vox?
That's my best friend.
Oh, your best friend. Yes, right. Thank you for the follow.
Basically sister.
Yes. But yeah,
My
like
phone's good.
The one with the horse?
Yes, both of them have them.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Welcome. But yeah, definitely it was like the... Did you see that episode last week, Bubbles, from Sunday?
Yes, I did.
So it kind of foreshadowed the second game, right? Like what's going to happen?
It did.
Yeah, so it's very good. Like it's just so good. It's like on icing on the cake right now with that show. And I know Venus hears all the time. I talk about shows all the time, but this is a good show. So Funky, do you have anything or no? Oh, not yet.
Well, I was gonna take a day off, like yesterday, from the gym, and then I ended up going.
Everyone's just taking a seat
The
now.
timing is that so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was like because habits are hard to form.
That is true.
And I think the fact that I've formed a habit like so well that even when I told myself I wasn't gonna go, I did. Because it's usually the opposite. You tell yourself I am gonna go, and then you don't. So I don't know. I think that's just like affirmation to me that it is a habit.
That rebel mindset kicking in again.
Yeah, exactly.
We're like, don't go to the
Against
gym. Just take
myself.
a day off.
Yeah, my mind is like, and that's unfortunately that's like how you succeed in life is like your mind's like I don't want to do this, and then you're like I should probably do that then.
Okay,
It's the worst.
Dorito? Wait, what? Dorito? What's Dorito?
What, Rito?
No, okay.
Oh, Dorito. She's talking about Dorito body, like going to the gym to make like get the Dorito body.
Oh,
the
the
shape.
Dorito, the shape of the Dorito. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, like big up top
that.
and slim waist,
Gotcha.
broad. Yeah.
Is anything making you happy this week besides Kenshin? I didn't mean like that, Venus. Sorry. Anything?
No, you're fine. It's not entirely incorrect.
That's
I actually had like a really bad breakdown last week. So I've literally just been trying to recuperate all week. I have left my house twice in 1 week, which compared to most weeks where I don't leave at all is a big thing. But I went shopping with my mom. We went out to eat. I saw my brother yesterday. So I'm definitely in a better place mentally. But for the most part, all week I've just been reading on my phone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Nice.
All right. So we're gonna kind of sum it up. But the announcement for the end of the stream, I still have to talk to Purpose because I haven't heard from Purpose yet. But I guess we're going to possibly revamp the podcast again for the next episode. So it's going to take a new format. So I'll wait till you guys see how it is. And this is the first time that anyone's redeemed that so many times because people are just listening and watching that sound play my ear. Our ears, because you guys can hear that too, right?
It's really perfect after you say something.
Yeah, exactly.
After you're done with your sentence, and then it makes that noise.
It makes that noise. But yeah, we're going to revamp the podcast, so we'll come back for a new format, name change possibly, but we'll see. I might keep the name, but yeah. So it's going to be a whole new format. So if you come back and check it out next month. But thank you guys again for being here. Bubbles again and Funky, thank you for being here. You guys see where to find them. If you check down below in the title, if you click on their names, Venus is also in the title. So if you check a follow, you guys probably all following each other and following them. So definitely, if you're not, definitely take a follow for everyone. I think that's mostly it.